guys, my name is Kara Ray and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how to do these extended locks. So let's get into the video. So first things first, I washed and blow dried my hair and divided my hair into sections so that I could do the individual braids. I'm using the Cream of Nature Extra Hold Edge Control to give my braids a sleek look, so when I put the locks in, it gives the style a cleaner look. But you can use any edge control or jam as long as it holds your hair down. I know it looks like I'm being rough, but I'm really not. That's just how my hair is. I'm really not being rough. I did about 65 braids using 7.5 packs of hair in total. I'll have a link to the hair and the edge control in the description below. I made my braids smaller in the front than the back because I wanted to give it a full look, but I also didn't want to have too much hair in my head. I didn't braid my braids all the way because I was being lazy, and I just took the edge control and slicked it down once I was done. It gave it the same look, and honestly, when you're taking this down, it's a lot of braids, and if you got your braids braided up tiny to the end, you're gonna have trouble taking it out. So I recommend just braiding it halfway and then taking your edge control and slicking your ends down. Now it's the next day because it was about 12 a.m. when I was doing those braids and I didn't want to do it all in one night. So I took my crochet needle and I pushed it through my braid, and then I took the lock and I pulled the loop through, just the loop. And then I take the lock and my hair and I pull both of them through the loop. Once I pull it through the loop, I tighten the lock. And then I look at which way the lock is twisting. So I untwist the lock to see which way it goes, and then I wrap that around my hair. It's important that you twist it the way that the lock is opening, because if you don't, the lock will get all stringy and it won't be neat and clean. Once I'm done twisting, I twist the lock some more to tighten it so that it blends more when you twist it. I'm gonna do it again, but closer up. So I put the crochet needle through my braid, and then I take the loop of the lock, pull it through my braid, and then take the braid and the lock and pull it through the loop. This helps the lock hold better on your braid and nothing is sticking out at the top. Once I pull it through, I tighten it, and then once again I look to see which way the lock is twisting, and I twist it around my hair like that. So I finished my whole head. Some people extend their locks before they put them in, but I find it easier to do my whole head and then extend it afterwards. So if I have any leftover hair, I can return it, or I just don't have extra hair laying around. So I take the lock and I separate it into two. So I kind of unravel it and just split it into two, basically. And then I take my other lock and you put one side through the loop, just one side, not both, so that the lock is now in between both. And then you knot it once, and then I knot it twice. You can do it as many times as you want. I just do it twice because it's secure, but it's also not leaving a huge knot in the lock. Once it's knotted, I take my finger and run it through the end pieces to open them up so it's easier to twist around the lock. So I take one side and I twist it around the knot, over and under, just to make sure that it covers the knot up and blends the two pieces together. And once I do that side, I take the other side and I do the same thing and just cover up any spaces that the first side didn't get. Once I'm done wrapping it, I take the piece, I put it in between my hands and just twist. This helps the hair blend together and it just makes everything look cleaner. I do it as long as I need to until I feel like I can't see where I connected the two locks. This is the most important part because it's what makes it look like one lock in total. Come on, you cannot see where I knotted that. You cannot tell me that that is two locks because that is one. I don't usually use this type of hair because it's really shiny and I like the locks that give a more natural look, which is the free tress bow lock. But because of quarantine, I got what I could get and this hair was actually pretty cheap. But I will have the link to both of the hairs in the description. Honestly, the only difference between this style and the soft locks is that I don't use marley hair or braiding hair to wrap around my locks because I feel like this gives the same look that does, but less tension because I'm not tightly wrapping around my hair. I mean, to each its own, but I like this. It's easier. I don't have to slave all day to do that because that takes time, and why when I can get the same thing, but not as long. And here's the finished look. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. See you in the next video. Bye!